You're watching State Champs on Fox Sports Detroit, your home for high school sports.
State Champs is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. The Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. The Michigan Army National Guard, a proud partner and official military branch of the MHSAA. Michigan Student Aid, Michigan's go-to resource for student financial aid. Planning for your future, because your future begins now. Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. And Smethkamp Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Come visit Telegraph Road's newest Dodge and Ram truck dealer, serving Detroit.
Coming to you from inside the State Champs studio in Southfield, Michigan, welcome to State Champs. We're presented by Lawrence Technological University. I'm Kiara Hay.
I'm Lauren Plant. Hey, if you caught our first epic episode launch in the fall sports season, you haven't seen anything yet. Football, volleyball, boys soccer, cross country, even field hockey locked and loaded.
And we already have a shakeup in our Hungry Howie's Mr. Football race, but sit tight, that's coming up. Alan True has a brand new recruit report, and the Great Clips clip of the week is back too.
That's right, let's get this show on the road. Football gets us going.
We begin with a showdown in the Downriver League. Wyandotte Roosevelt on the road to take on the Warriors from Woodhaven. Both teams put up gaudy scores last week. Points came at a premium in this one. We pick it up second half. Roosevelt in white up 3-0 and driving. Under 8 minutes to go in the third, the senior Joseph Dole with a 10-yard scoring scamper. Bears rip a 10-zip lead into the fourth. But then, it was Woodhaven's turn to get in gear. Under 10 minutes to go, Cortez Gibbs put the Warriors on the scoreboard, and it was a 10-7 game. To the late stages we go. Woodhaven with the ball. The Michigan baseball commit, Colin Tchaikovsky, hook it up with Gibbs down at the Wyandotte 2. 37 seconds left, and the junior Clarence Corbett caps off a 92-yard drive. Woodhaven comes back to win in impressive fashion. 14-10 the final, Warriors 2-0. Fire it up as we head up to the Lakes Valley Conference. The defending champs Waterford Mott at home to take on Lakeland. First half, Lakeland in white on the doorstep, and the junior Dakota Myers punches through it. Eagles went into halftime up 10-6. Under 4 minutes to go in the third, and the Corsairs trailing now by 7. Big play here. Matt Castillo flings to Christian Fitzpatrick. There he is, and there he goes. 62 yards, untouched, into the fourth. We were tied at 13. The Corsairs would go to the ground attack in their first possession of the final quarter. Senior Marcus Guerrero passed the line into the secondary and finish in Lakeland territory. Then, the jet sweep to the senior slotback Camariel Manley. Around the edge, 35-yard score. Mott takes its first lead of the game, 20-13. Under 30 seconds to go, Guerrero finished with 100 yards, but none bigger than the last 8. Waterford Mott goes to 2-0 as they beat Lakeland at home, 26-19.
I'm Ryan Slocum with the action from the Mid-Michigan area. We'll begin with last year's Division V runner-up Saginaw Swan Valley hosting Frankenmuth. The Vikings defense making Muth pay for its mistake. Ethan Champney recovers the fumble. The Swans take over at the Eagles 6. One play later, Chase Mendoza plows his way into the paint to give Swan Valley a 14-point lead. And the Vikings keep their foot on the gas. Alex Freeze rolls and finds Champney for another touchdown. Swan Valley rolls to 2-0, 56-20. On to the Saginaw Valley League for a crossover matchup between Carman Ainsworth and Midland. Good start for the Chemic defense. Christian Gordon goes untouched and takes down Dustin Fletcher. Midland marches the other way. Caden Jacobs keeps it himself for the game's first touchdown and a 7-3 lead. But it would be all Cavs from there. Fletcher showing off that Division I touch. He finds a wide-open Jacoby Blunt, dusting through for 221 yards and 3 scores. Carmen Ainsworth stays unbeaten, 21-7.
I'm Kiera Hay, and let's go to the Northville cross-country invite at Cass Benton Park. We start with the boys. Jack Wilson of Romeo was the individual winner, and as for the team, the host school Northville will go on to win team honors, placing 4 runners in the top 15. Let's see how they did on the girls' side. Kyla Christopher Moody of West Bloomfield separated herself from the pack, winning by 23 seconds. Romeo also had 4 girls finish in the top 15 as they go on to win the Mustang Invite. We now go to volleyball. Farmington Hills Mercy, ranked 2nd in Division I, was at home to take on the Wolves of Clarkston. And we pick things up in the first game. Mercy in the near court. After a good rally, Julia Bishop with the feed to Mallory Conrad, and the senior gets a spike to go down for the winner, as Mercy goes on to take the first game. But Clarkston would battle back in game 2. After a good rally, Mercy's Ellie Tisco with a spike attempt, but check out the dig by junior Kelsey Schallenbrand, who gets it over for the winner. But it would be too much Mercy on this afternoon. It's Bishop once again with the pass to Ellie Tisco, who slams it down for the kill, as Farmington Hills Mercy goes on to sweep Clarkston in 2 games.
Today I'd like to introduce you to the 2018-19 Student Advisory Council. They'll be reciting the MHSA Student Athlete Belief Statement.
As the voice of Michigan student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports are supposed to be played.
We are responsible for helping MHSA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which interscholastic athletes can thrive.
We believe athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe students in the stands should have fun,
but not take the focus away from the game.
We believe coaches should act as teachers, helping student athletes develop,
while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and be supportive of their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports,
and respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports,
while keeping a high level of respect for all those involved in the games.
For more information about the Student Advisory Council, visit our website at
MHSA.com. There's a brand new statewide football award competition that I want to tell you about. It's called the State Champs Anvil Award. For far too long, the best offensive and defensive linemen and linebackers have never been given their true credit. Check any list you'd like. The top players and most heavily recruited athletes in the state are just like the Mr. Football race. We have 10 candidates you can vote for at statechampsnetwork.com. Vote as often as you'd like, and the top vote getter for the Anvil Award can never be removed. More football and our first look at the field hockey highlights are next on State Champs.
I want to be a dermatologist, and though a lot of universities tried to recruit me for basketball, Lawrence Tech had the science curriculum that I wanted. LTU's Southfield campus is a great place to learn, and the classes are small enough that I don't have to wait for office hours to talk to my professors. They're usually right by my side, challenging me and guiding me toward a successful future. Lawrence Tech, possible is everything.
You've worked hard to raise your family and build a happy life for them. Don't let unforeseen circumstances jeopardize everything you've built. Planning for Your Future is a law firm that makes it easy and affordable to protect your family with estate planning, wills, trusts, deeds, power of attorney, minor, and elder care. The experts at Planning for Your Future will meet with you, prepare your documents, and make sure you understand what each does. So contact Planning for Your Future today to set up your free phone consultation, because your future begins now.
You ready, Darius?
Let's do it. Anybody want an autograph?
Autograph? We're here for the stuffed crust pizza.
Stuffed crust pizza? Hey, who do you think you are? End of the line, pal.
Flavor fanatics love stuffing their faces with our stuffed flavored crust. Get one for only $2 more on any large original round pizza.
Hungry?
Howie!
Ann Arbor Pioneer Field Hockey Team.
And now let's get back to the highlights here on State Champs.
I'm Ashley Riggs from the West Michigan area. And first up, we have East Grand Rapids and Forest Hills Northern. First quarter, Huskies driving. Handoff to Brandon Matthews, and he reaches in for the score. It's 7-zip Northern. Later in the first, Pioneers answer. Fake handoff. Then it's a pass from Jalen Broussard to Jack Billow for the score, and we're tied at 7. Second quarter now, Huskies to the air. Xavier Webster finds Ian Rampersad for the touchdown. That makes it 14-7 Huskies at that point. But East GR with the comeback win, beating Forest Hills Northern 27-21. And next up, Allendale looking to bounce back from a Week 1 loss to Unity Christian hosting Greenville. Midway through the first, the Yellow Jackets sting first. Cameron Heppy looking deep hits Jake Rasmussen and Stride, who hauls it in for a 7-0 lead. But the Falcons respond right back. The two QBs playing catch. Adam Hatovi to Owen Burke on the slant that turns into a 33-yard game-tying touchdown. Second quarter, Heppy with his second of 3 first-half touchdown throws. This one to Gavin Kosu for 26 yards in the go-ahead score. The Yellow Jackets built a 21-10 lead at the half, but the Falcons outscore Greenville 26-7 in the second half to win it 36-28.
We go to Dearborn as Divine Child looking to rebound from a tough loss to Harper Woods. East Lansing in town, hoping to go 2-0 for the first time since 2012. Trojans opened the season with a 40-6 win over St. John's. Pick it up second quarter, DC up 3 until the senior running back Kobe Hayward finds a crease and the paint. Divine Child beat East Lansing a year ago. Ensuing possession for the Falcons. Tyler Whiteside given the rock. Hayward is simply going to rip it away, and it was a 10-3 Trojan lead at halftime. The Falcon faithful behind this young DC squad, but midway through the third, Trojans drove the field. Hayward scores his second touchdown of the night, 17-3 ball game. Former Falcon QB and Mr. Football candidate Theo Day now in Michigan State. The senior Josh DePaulis with the keys to the car, trying to drive the big play highway, but Trojan DB Caleb Elam the acrobatic red light, as East Lansing gets the road W, 20-10 the final. Let's take a look at field hockey, shall we? Pioneer and Skyline renewing their rivalry at the University of Michigan. First half action, Eagles in the powder blue. Senior Victory Summer, great name, in front to boost the ball into the back of the net. Eagles 1-0 lead. Pioneers certainly one of the most decorated teams in the state. 5 state titles in the last 9 years, and they played like it. The senior Anna Muckstadt netted a hat trick. 6 unanswered goals for the Pioneers. They roll their rivals from Skyline 6-1. Time now to take a look inside Lawrence Technological University. This was welcome week at LTU, and we caught up with some freshmen to find out why they chose Lawrence Tech and what are they most looking forward to as they embark on their college careers.
I decided to come to LTU mainly for the information technology program, but I'm also receiving a bowling scholarship, so I wanted to do that as well, so it'll be fun to compete for college.
I came to LTU to start up the football program. It's the tradition that we get to start now for the future generations to come here and maybe hopefully some winning tradition.
I'm excited to come to LTU because I know that I'll learn to know other people that are like me, and I'll be able to make those connections in the real world.
I feel like that everyone should put serious thought into coming here because at the end of the day, it is a great program, great school.
There is something for every student at Lawrence Tech, including you. Hey, sign up for the next Blue and White Days, a campus visit that includes a tour with current students, lunch with faculty, and everything you need to know about attending one of the best schools in the Midwest. For more information on Lawrence Technological University, head over to ltu.edu right now.
State Champs is proud partners with Lawrence Technological University. Since athletics were reignited 7 years ago, there's been a ton of success stories. Now, unlike any other NAIA school in the Midwest, we've created the LTU Sports Report, a weekly half-hour show with highlights, coaches' interviews, player profiles, and more. It's all about the Blue Devils, and it's every Monday at 4:30 p.m. on Fox Sports Detroit. For more info on Lawrence Tech athletics and to recruit yourself, go to LTUathletics.com. Sean and Lauren have some new entrants in our Hungry Howie's Mr. Football race next.
The ones who wake up every morning ready to take on the world. The ones who push their limits to be better than the rest. You're looking to join a team of leaders who want to be challenged. You want to be pushed to your limits. You value freedom and think you have what it takes. The ones with speed, strength, intellect, and determination. Michigan Army National Guard. We see you.
Are you stuck in your job? Getting frustrated playing the waiting game for the next opportunity to advance your career? Let Blue Chip Talent help. As an award-winning talent acquisition company, our specialty is matching candidates with careers in IT and engineering. At Blue Chip Talent, we take a laser-focused approach to reaching your career goals. We have access to jobs you won't find anywhere else to help advance your career faster and easier. Plus, we take care of you. Employees receive industry-leading benefits and competitive perks. Don't waste another minute worrying because we are ridiculously good at advancing careers.
Hey, it's my student A. Okay, let's go. Time to go to college. How can I get started? Want to gain more knowledge, but I can't pay out of pocket. Call my student A today and we can get you on the way. If you really want it, all you gotta do is make a way. Looking for a scholarship, you trying to land some grants? Visit my student A and we can help with that. My student A has the knowledge and tools to make college accessible, affordable for you.
It's tough to improve on an original, and Sneth Camp is Metro Detroit's original Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer. We sell vehicles that are up for a challenge, and when it comes to our sales and service experience, that's the same way we do business. This is who we are, and this is what we do. Don't miss Jeep Adventure Days at Sneth Camp on Telegraph at Plymouth Road in Redford.
Sneth Camp, Metro Detroit's original. Sneth Camp, Sneth Camp.
The Belleville varsity cheer team. It's time to get back to the highlights on State Champs.
Kiera back here, and we head to boys soccer as Dexter made the trip out west to take on Blue Devils from Richland Gull Lake. With 23 minutes to go in the game, Dexter would get on the board as Sam Hershey dribbles through the defense and would find the back of the net. As Dexter goes on to beat Gull Lake 1-0 the final.
Lauren back here, and we go back to the East Coast for some more football. The OAA rivals, number 5 West Bloomfield, traveling to take on the 9th-ranked Wolves from Clarkston. Rematch of last year's D1 state final where Clarkston won 3-2. Yeah, I said it right. This was a seesaw affair. Pick it up second quarter. West Bloomfield down 7-0. The sophomore Donovan busts loose, and they aren't going to get him. 54-yard touchdown. That evened the game at 7. Clarkston took care of Granville in week 1, and the state champs had a response on their next possession. The senior Jake Billett comes right into your living room. Wolves went into halftime leading 14-10. Under the lights now, almost midway through the third. West Bloomfield going forward on 4th and 1. Junior quarterback C.J. Harris gets a whole lot more than one, 43 to be exact. Lakers take the lead for the first time, 17-14. But Clarkston would find a way. Billett once again breaking through his second touchdown on the night. He had 96 yards on the ground. Clarkston isn't messing around. They beat West Bloomfield for the second time in a row, 28-25 the final. And we go back to the west side as number 4 Muskegon took on the number 3 Crusaders from Detroit Martin Luther King. First quarter, Mr. Football candidate QB Daquan Finn finds wide open Dominic Polidor Hanna, 6-0 after the first. Muskegon answered in the second. Big Reds have a dazzler in the junior QB Cameron Martinez, who you'll hear about in a few minutes. He scores from short distance. Big Reds take a 7-6 lead. Later in the quarter, Martinez with the option pitch to Jacoby Harris. He goes down the sideline untouched. Muskegon up 14-6 going into halftime. Jump to the fourth. King trailing 17-14. The CMU commit Finn keeping it for the 3-yard score. Crusaders take the lead at 21-17. But the Big Reds would come right back. Martinez scoring again from a couple of yards out. King with one last chance, but Finn mishandles the snap and Billy Roberts falls on it. Muskegon still mighty, 24-21. Welcome back inside the studio. Sean Belizean joining me now as we give you an update in our Hungry Howie's Mr. Football race. We've made a change after just 1 week into our top 10. We don't normally do this. In fact, Devil Washington, in most cases from Bay City Central, the fine wide receiver, would stay in our top 10. He falls out for now, but again, like the Heisman race, can play his way back in because one gentleman who did play his way in is the quarterback at Mighty Muskegon.
Well, unbelievably, he forced his way onto this list and into the hearts and minds of high school football fans all over the state. Cameron Martinez, 5'11", 187-pound junior. Listen to these numbers. 5 touchdowns, 291 yards on the ground. A big victory for the Big Reds over Warren De La Salle. Let's switch over to Belleville for a moment. Julian Barnett. This guy is a threat in every facet of the game. 6'2", 197-pounder, corner, wideout, linebacker, rush, returner. He does it all, and he's committed to Michigan State in 2019.
Well, you can see how Belleville did in our main event as our number 2 team in the state, Belleville, took on our number 17, Livonia Churchill. So that's coming up a little later in the show. And just a reminder, you need to vote. There was talk that maybe Sam Johnson might fall out of the top 10 this week, but you know what? You fans kept him in. So that's what you do. Go to our website, statechampsnetwork.com, and vote. Do it right now.
This is Alan True from 24/7 Sports with this week's State Champs Recruit Report presented by Michigan Student Aid. One of the top uncommitted seniors in the entire state of Michigan is Detroit Cass Tech's Jalen Graham. He's playing quarterback for the Technicians this year, but is being recruited by major schools as a safety. He has an official visit that he's setting up with Iowa State. He's also going to visit Purdue twice, one officially, one unofficially, before making a decision. One of the big stars of the early season games was Muskegon Mona Shore's running back Sincere Dent, who had a 5-touchdown performance in the Sailors' win over East Kentwood. He was rewarded for that effort with an offer from Ferris State. Of course, Bulldogs head coach Tony Annese is very familiar with the Muskegon area as he was the head coach at rival Muskegon for several years. Look for Dent to pick up more offers, though, if he continues performing like that. For this week's State Champs Recruit Report presented by Michigan Student Aid, I'm Alan True.
Michigan Student Aid, Michigan's go-to resource for student financial aid. Go to michigan.gov/MIStudentAid for more information.
Did you know that State Champs Sports Network has expanded into Indiana too? We took everything you know and love about State Champs here in Michigan and duplicated it in the Hoosier State. We got a brand new redesigned website that brings you not just the best high school sports action here, but now in Indiana too. There's a ton of great content there, so check it out. Our parent company, Yellow Flag Productions, plans on staking our flags in states like Wisconsin and Ohio over the next 3 years. We got lots of terrific digital and television sponsor space as well. Once again, check out our State Champs Michigan and Indiana at statechampsnetwork.com.
I love working for Stryker.
I'm genuinely excited to come to work every day.
We support each other and look out for each other.
I love Stryker because we are like a family.
At Stryker, I own my career.
There are so many different places Stryker can take me in the next 5 years.
Together with our
customers,
we are driven
to make healthcare better.
Great people with a strong mission and values can accomplish great things together.
I want a career in robotics and automation, so I chose Lawrence Tech for its first in Michigan robotics engineering program. LTU's brand new STEM complex has a robotics lab where we can design, build, and program robots in a creative atmosphere. And the best thing is, I haven't graduated yet, but I already have a job in my field. I know I made the right choice for my career. Lawrence Tech, possible is everything.
Fundraising should be fresh, flavorful, and simple. We have the perfect solution at Hungry Howie's. Dough Raiser. Your team or school can sell paper pizza certificates that can be redeemed for 1 medium pizza at participating locations.
This fundraiser has been awesome for our squad. We've made a lot of money, very easy to do, it's very quick to do, and it's very effective.
Go to doughraiser.com to learn more and sign up. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Welcome to Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser.
Welcome back to State Champs. Hey, we raised a few eyelids when we named Belleville our #1 football team in the preseason in the state, and it was almost a kiss of death as the Tigers needed a touchdown in the final moments to beat Brighton. Now, in reality, this is what being a member of the KLAA for Belleville will be. There are some good, tough teams week in and week out. Livonia Churchill had a huge opening weekend win at Canton. The Chargers making a huge statement. They would blow the roof off if they could beat now #2 Belleville. That's the setup for this week's main event. Let's do this. 2 teams in our top 25, number 21 Livonia Churchill and number 2 Belleville meeting in their first ever KLAA East clash. Churchill came out strong to the tune of nearly 300 yards in first half total offense. Junior southpaw quarterback Drew also Brooks dives in, Chargers 7-zip. But with talent on both sides of the Belleville ball, you knew only a matter of time. Slow-mo cam in full effect. Tigers senior Dion Selma to the corner. He'll find a way to knot the game at 14. Chargers answered to go back up 7, but the Tigers have a sophomore quarterback, Christian Dewey Reed. He threw for nearly 350 yards, 4 TDs in their win versus Brighton last week. Connecting with the junior Delon McMullen for 6, Churchill tacked on 3 more. Belleville went into the break down 24-21. But the second half, all Tigers. Dewey Reed floats it into the standout defensive tackle. Here as receiver, the recent Michigan commit Tyrese Woods. Belleville with the lead, 28-24. Tigers never took their foot off the gas from that point forward. The senior Khalid Crawford, 2 rushing scores on the night, including this one. Dewey Reed finished with 224 yards passing and 3 more scores through the air, this one on the ground. Belleville beats Livonia Churchill 48-24. Tigers with a solid win. Time now for our Great Clips Clip of the Week. This did not make the highlight package because it didn't factor into any of the scoring, but we had to show it. Back to our main event between Churchill and Belleville. Last play of the first half, Belleville with the Hail Mary. Check the Churchill senior Avery Grenier, the one-handed tip. The ball falls right into his hands for the interception. Lawrence Tech likes it. Grenier recently offered by the Blue Devils. The Clip of the Week is presented by Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
And that's our show for this week. Make sure to follow State Champs Network on all social media platforms. We are constantly loading up fresh and even digital-only content.
That is true. We'll send you out this week with some more sights and sounds. Happy Labor Day.
State Champs is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. The Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. The Michigan Army National Guard, a proud partner and official military branch of the MHSAA. Michigan Student Aid, Michigan's go-to resource for student financial aid. Planning for your future, because your future begins now. Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. And Sneth Camp Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Come visit Telegraph Road's newest Dodge and Ram truck dealer serving Detroit.